Right. All I've painted is a vertical line across there. Don't forget, get that line straight. Don't listen to them wacko conspiracy theorists what's saying the world's round. The world is flat. It's straight. So don't listen to the wackos. If it were round, that'd be in a round circle, wouldn't it? Come on. Use a bit of common. Right. I'm just plopping in the sky. Just plopping in the sky. There. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I don't want that bit there. I'll have to soften that bit out. It looks a bit weird. I'll come across there. So get a bit of water in there. And some soft and hard edges and stuff. Actually, I don't want that hard edge there. So I'll take that away. Oh, I don't like, I'll just take away. Oh, I do like, I'll keep. Simples. Let's get a bit of a roll up and down like that. That way. That's it. And then come in with this. I'll take some soft edges and some hard edges again. Half this is going to be covered with mountains, so sort of half this what I'm doing now could be classed as a waste of time. Right, so let's have a look. Soften some of these. Let's soften that bit there. And this is a bit of a cloud. Soften that bit there. Leave them hard. I'll tell you what. Let's get a bit of tissue and extend some of these clouds. That's the trouble with this cerulean blue. It really don't dab out well. So you do this and it virtually don't work. Let's have a look. It's not working at all. Look. See, I wanted to dab a bit out across here. And if you have to wash out, it's not going to look. It's because it's that cerulean blue is one of the most stainingest colours. It's not going to matter that much because it virtually all going to be covered up anyway. Well, there, that's not really worked how I wanted it to. I tell you what, shall I go in with stronger blue? That's not cerulean, see if I can do a better job on it. Let's try that. This isn't cerulean now, so I might get some better cloud shapes without it. Let's see this look. Looks better, isn't it? Looks more like clouds now. It's pulling out a bit more. It's still got that cerulean blue stain underneath now, but at least it's, yeah, that's not bad at that, is it? That's a bit better. There. There we are. Get a bit. This up here will be all under a mount. But I'll get a bit. There we are. That'll do. I'll get that dry. Trouble with cerulean blue, this cartridge paper soaks your painting really quick, and cerulean blue it stains hard. So dabbing out on this paper with cerulean blue, sometimes I can get away with it. Break at time, I don't know why I bother trying it because it never works. Right, tell you what, I'll put some mountains in there. Got some mucky green in ultimate palette. I haven't washed my brush. I've just dipped that cerulean blue into it. This is my furthest away hill. I'll just plop that in like that. Another colour's going to come out of this, so not too worried. In fact, what I think I'll do, that in there like that. Then put this other one in, this bigger one. Is it bigger? Yeah, this bigger one in there like that, with the same colour. And then this final one there like that, with the same colour. And then I'll be able to just thicken that up in a minute with some extra colours. Right. With some bushes in there and all. Let's get a few bit of a bushy colour. I've got some browns and some greens now. I've got some browny mud colour at the bottom of my palette and some greeny muddy colour at the bottom of my palette. I've used a bit of both. But these just distant bushes in background there. Right. Let's have a look. I'll take some of that browny mud colour. Mix it in with a bit of that greeny mud colour. Same again. I'll come over this. And just come in. A bit more brown in, I think. Just come in. A bit more brown. And just whack that in there like that. I could do a bit more brown on it, I think. That's better. Right there in there like that, across there, cut across through there. Go through there, through here, and then I'm going to do another layer on top of this last one. So that's that. I'll put some more trees in. Browny green colour. Oh, in fact, that hill will be coming across this one now. Yeah, so let's mix up now. I think I'm going to go more browning on this one than green. A bit more brown than green. Come down there like that, down into there, then I'll pop some green back in. Into there, and down into there again. It's a little bit repetitive, but I think by the time I've done the whole thing, you know, it's like boom, boom, but they're all a bit repetitive, but it'll be right. In general, you want to try and avoid repetition, but on this one, I've sort of just done it how it is on photo on this one. I could have changed it because the world's my lobster, but I just haven't. I've just kept the repetition. This is actually from an old painting what I've done, what were originally from a photo. I can't actually remember doing it. It's that long ago. But, that's alright. I'll tell you what I might do to bring that standing out a bit. Stick some brighter green on some of this. Let's say light's coming in this way. Let's pop a bit of lighter green in there like that and down that side. Just on these few. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I think next job now. Squeeze that brush out. I think my next job now is whack some water in. So I'm going to have a path coming down here, so I'll probably leave that white, but some of this blue, a bit of cerulean and a bit of that dark blue. It's a bit staining too much. Right, and then come in here like that, across there, to about there. I'll come right down there like that. That'll be alright. That's from an old painting where it seeped through from a piece of paper that were on top of that piece. Right, anyway, so I've got this mountain here. That's reflecting into there like that. Now that's not dead strong. That was quite faint. Then I've got this one here. This one is a bit stronger. there. Something like that. And then there's this one here. Much stronger still. It's reflecting into there. Something about like that. Could just do with that stronger line across there like that. Just to. There we are, that'll do. Now, I want these little trees in there. So let's reflect them in. Let's pull them down like that a bit for that. And get a bit of that yellowy colour for these ones. And a bit of that in. Oh, I'll just keep going all the way across with that. There we are, that's that. I think now there's some plants and stuff and a bit of a path going across here like that. We'll get that in. So I might put my path in next. Some paint mixed, I'll stick my path in. I'm just mixing a bit of light red, and I'm actually ending up mixing that with some mud. I've always got mud in the bottom of my palette. Mixing that in some mud at the bottom of my palette, so I've just got like a sort of khaki brown colour really. That'll do. That's the path. I want to come in and do a bit more to it in a minute. So I just pour a bit of that way. Right, that'll do. I'll leave that now. Back into some more. Yeah, I've not washed my brush. Just dip that colour back into some pure yellow, and that'll do me grasses and stuff for across here. That's it. Don't worry if you're leaving a few whites, that looks good, it looks better. Don't think, well, I've got to fill all this in, because you definitely haven't. So that's that. Same again, I've just gone back into some more yellow. I think it'd be even more grassy this side, because I'm going to put a few rocks in there in a minute. That's that, into that one, a bit more yellow, redip, should I say, into the paint. Bom, 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 bom. You've got to sing while you're painting, that makes it technically a better picture if you sing while you're doing it. Oh, bom, 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 bom. This actually wants to be coming out there. You know what I've said before about perspective, whatever it's called. You want to get that, so that needs to be narrower up there. So let's get some dark colour. I'm just mixing some mud now again. I've got a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of burnt umber, mixed with whatever mud's in the bottom of my palette. And it's giving me a lovely colour. That looks lovely. There and that. There like that. Not much detail in that look. That's supposed to be some little rocks and stuff. Mud, rocks, whatever you want. That can be wherever you want. And you know them little white bits what I've left? To me it's making it look like little rocks. I think I'll have a bit this side and all where it's hitting this water. Tin here, look. There. Might even be not quite as much on this side. You gotta sing while you're painting. You've gotta sing while you're painting. You want your picture to look like the doggies danglers. Sing while you're painting. There we are. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think I might get few just little bits of darker greens in here and all now, just to spruce it up a bit. Something like that. Same this side. Go quick, you ain't got to. More quicker you go, more random your brush effects look, and you end up with something that looks actually a bit better. Bring some in there again. That's it. Not done. Right. Just thinking. Tell you what I fancy doing. Where's a... This brush will do it. Just fancy getting this. I'm just trying to sort of get a bit of a... I think it's walking. A bit of a sort of pathy look to it. Now let's put a bit of dark in and do it dark. Just a bit of something like that, look. To make it look like a path's curved that way. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll pull some of this colour in. Just keep that curve look. Look. That curve look. Sound like a nutter, that curve look. Talking of nutters, I tell you what, you know these hands-free things, what people's walking round, you know what I'm on about, the hands-free, and they've got like a little earpiece in, and they're just like walking around supermarkets and they're just having a conversation, and I think, at first, you know, when they first come out, I thought, what's happening? What are these people right? And then I realised they're on this hands-free thing. They do look a bit mental, don't they, when they're on them? I seen Esmeralda in the supermarket. I went over and goes, "Oh, are you on your hands-free, Esmeralda?" She was, "No, I'm mental." Well, I already knew that. She was just having a chat with us then. Right, what's that? I'd like to have washed a bit out of this, but that's not happening either. Well, it is a little bit, look. Oh, look at that. Hopefully that looks like a path. If that looks like a path, then I'm happy. Right, what else do I need to do? Not a lot. So I've got my path. Oh, that's what I know I'm going to do something else. Some little rocks. So some coffee. I use this same little brush. Just mix up a bit of rocky colour. A bit of rocky bow. Some rocky colour. Oh, that's looking nice. So try that. And then just get a couple in. A couple of rocks, especially down this bit here, look. And then I've got a bit of a credit card here, what I just cut up into a little strip, and then I just do little rock shapes with that. Same again, just do them quick, and you'll get them random, and you'll actually get a better, more realistic look. If you don't do stuff random, you tend to end up with everything looking all the same. No matter how hard you try and make it look different, it tends to end up looking the same. So I always say, just try and go for random stuff. This is going to struggle here because I don't think this is going to cut back to white. Just right on this end bit here. I'll have a go. Same again, I'm going quick so I'll get these random marks. I'll probably end up damaging my paper on here. What not matter, because if I damage my paper, it'll take a layer off and take it back to white. That's what I want. So I've done that random, and it looks like there's some tiny little blades of grass in there. So it's even more of a bonus. Do a couple more over here and over this side towards this path, I think. Just a couple like that. Nice. Yeah, nice and random. There. Oh yeah, I like that. There's a bit there we're not in, but you know what? I think I'm going to leave it like that. Right. So let's put where that bit's went on in on that side. Put quite a few in on this side. See if that helps. Yeah, she gets there. Look. Again, look how random it's going. That's because I'm just going quick. And there's a few rocks in that path now. Should I soften some of them out? They're a bit Soften them and have them looking a bit smaller in that path. See, that's it. You can go random, and then if you don't like it, you can just come back in. A little play like that. Soften them. A little dab with this. Soften them a bit more. There we go. It's better. It's still there. Just made them look smaller by softening them a bit. I'll have a couple more up there, little tiny things. Don't even know if it's worth trying to scrape them. Maybe it's a couple in here. There. I'm happy at that. Right. Watch these brushes now. Watch that one. I'm going to put some little waterlines in there. Now, if you're on good quality waterpaper, you still might struggle with that cerulean blue because it stains even good quality. But on this, what's not good quality, I'm guessing it's stained it so it'll not wash out. You can have a little go, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to wash out. Because you can rub like that with one of these. Give it a rub. Oh, it is, it's washing out, look at that. You can rub like that, and then get a little dab with some of this. And it's washing the paint out, look. I didn't think that would happen on this paper, but it'll happen for you better if you've got a good quality paper. Cartridge paper, if this don't work for you, just get some designer's gouache and put that on. For this is just a water line. It's where it watters it in land and you get a water line. That's all this is. And if you sing while you're doing it, it'll make it even better in it. If you rap, do a bit of rapping while you're doing it, it's even better. But it's illegal to rap at my age. It's against the law. So apparently I'm just too old to be a wapper. I'll put some little bits of waterline in there. Let's have a look. Where else shall I have one? One about there, like that. Another one. That's alright, doesn't it? I'll have to swipe that way. Swipe that way. There, that's that one. I might pop one more there, through there, about there. You can get carried away with this because it's that good an effect. You just get totally carried away with it. Oh, there, look. And I'll take it that way. I'll take it that way. Look how good it looks. And then I think, come on, about here, about there, like that, look. This one can be a bit of a fatter line because it's closer. Same again. Sweeped across with that. Right. Right. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come into some designer's white gouache. So this shows you, if this ain't working for you, this is what you can do. Get a bit of designer's white gouache on there and dab a bit of that in. But what I'm going to do, just tiny little bits. I'm not going to do too much. Can I smudge this with my finger? It's gone a bit fat there, but I don't suppose it matters. Sometimes you do get a really fat line. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that looks nice. There, I'll smudge it a bit. There. That's it. Now, I'm going to get some of this designer's gouache now. And if I've got a slightly bigger brush, probably somewhere. Let's have a look at that one. Some of this designer's gouache now. I'm just going to come in on some of these little tiny bits here. Get a bit of a water line in there. Take that one across, a bit there. Get in there. Just to get some of that in there. maybe is just put a few little specks on top of some of these rocks, because these rocks aren't highlighted that well here because the colours underneath are that dark. So I'll put a few little specks for highlights on some of them rocks. That's worked. I'll dost say that's about it. Let's get a nice little thicker line in there. That'll do me. Right, that's not a bad little painting, and that's a really simple one. That's a good one if you're starting out. It's quite simple as well. So let me stand back across the room and see. Oh, my back. Let's see what it looks like. That's all right. Tell you what. Just looking back of it room from over there, I think I'm going to bring this out further on this bit. So I've not cleaned my brush and I can't remember what we're on it. I've just dipped it into yellow and it's sort of gone pure yellow, but that's okay. And I'll add some green in a minute. Bring that out there like that, look, right out there. Just bring it right across there. Oh, in fact, that is what it's doing on my other painting. I'll bring that right across there. Then I'll dip that same yellow into a green. Same again, look, exactly the same, into there, to there, coming up. Then dip it into some brown, burnt umber. That's a decent amount of burnt umber, same again. And then into some, without washing my brush, so it'll be a mixture of burnt umber and Payne's Grey. Same again, just little dots of that, I think. That's all bleeding into each other and looking nice. So these edge bits look. Plenty of that. Right, that's better. Then that little scraper again. Dead quick, so you're getting random marks. Don't try and be precise, you want random marks quick as you can. You can do it precise if you want, it still look good. I just think you get more random if you go quick. You might find different. This one's good for little little rocks like that, look. God knows where it is. I don't know where it is. I found it. So I don't know where it is, where it were originally used for. I just seen it on the floor and thought, oh, that'd be good for doing little pebbles. And just picked it up and used it ever since. There. A few more this side. There. Some little pebbles in. Oh, it's not even scratching now. Probably the paint not thick enough. It has done a bit. Look. There we are. Job's a good one. Let's get me. What shall I put in? Shall I put let's put Peter and Paul in, and let's put a little signature on it. Right, where's it dry? I need a dry bit just there, look. I could put it down there. I'll put it here. Boy, do you could put in yours if you wanted some little yachts or something, or a little bloke walking down there with his dog. World's your lobster. Just go for it, whatever you want to do. Right. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I quite like it as it is. Let's put Peter there and Paul. And Paul's proper turning into wind there, look. Spinning around. There. They're looking down, thinking, is there any worms? They must have good eyesight. They're out looking for worms. Right. That'll do me. That's a little composition. That's quite easy. See all these little, that's just white paper there, where I just missed little bits. So if you're doing these rocky things, or even with grasses and that, it looks like sun's hitting in bits of light. And then on this bit where I went into that dark, there were no light at all, so I put tiny little flecks of white gouge on there, tips of some of them rocks, and that helped. But yeah, that's right. I'm going to go pickle some onions with my stepbrother doofus. See you on beach. Wah wah.